This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand for the morning of July 20th, 2022. I'm Wes Mills. Teresa Lubbers says when she stepped down as Indiana's Commissioner for Higher Education, she was not necessarily looking for a full-time job, but she did want to continue to make a contribution to the state. Lubbers on Tuesday was announced as the new president of Indianapolis-based think tank Sagamore Institute, succeeding Jay Hein, who was named the organization's first chief executive officer.
I knew this was a place that actually was making a significant positive difference. And so the more that I talked to Jay about the opportunity, the more it seemed to align with my experience that I've had over many, many decades.
Lubbers says she plans to spend the first few months of her tenure to meet with her new colleagues to get a better understanding of how the Institute can grow. She also plans to build up the organization's focus on education and workforce. Venture capital activity in Indiana's tech sector during the second quarter of 2022 seems to indicate the Indiana tech ecosystem is experiencing a more stable performance than the global venture market. In its quarterly investment tracking report, TechPoint says there was more than $166 million invested in 24 Indiana tech companies. The state's nonprofit Tech Accelerator says that is the third largest investment period recorded by TechPoint since 2016. Minnesota-based SkyWater Technology, a semiconductor manufacturer, is scheduled to make an announcement Wednesday at Purdue University regarding a strategic partnership. No further details were shared. However, Governor Eric Holcomb, Indiana Secretary of Commerce Brad Chambers, and Purdue University President Mitch Daniels will join executives from SkyWater to make the announcement. Last July, SkyWater executives met with Holcomb to discuss opportunities in Indiana to support increased domestic semiconductor manufacturing. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.
This is Gary Dick. Each week, Inside Indiana Business Television brings you the people, places, and policies that shape the Indiana economy. Be connected with the full hour of Inside Indiana Business, Sunday mornings at 10 on the IIB YouTube channel, or check local listings for the show in your area.
The River Ridge Development Authority has approved an agreement with the city of Jeffersonville for the distribution of $12 million to support the expansion of the city's wastewater treatment plant that serves the River Ridge Commerce Center. That amount covers about one-third of the approximate $36 million project. The Development Authority says the expansion will also support developments of other businesses in the growing business park. An indoor golf simulator and entertainment center has signed on to anchor the first floor of a new apartment tower under construction in downtown Indianapolis. New York-based Five Iron Golf has agreed to lease about 14,000 square feet on the ground and second floors of the 13-story apartment project. The overall $66 million apartment project includes more than 230 apartments and 4 levels of parking. It's been under construction since early 2021. Metal recycler Sortera Alloys in Fort Wayne has formed a strategic partnership with Atlanta-based Novelis, a large producer of flat-rolled aluminum products. Novelis will use Sortera's scrap metal sorting technologies, including data analytics and sensors. Novelis says the partnership will enable it to recycle and reuse larger amounts of automotive post-production and post-consumer scrap. Alliance Health Centers, a nonprofit community health center in southeast Fort Wayne, has named Dr. Eric Shoemaker the clinic's first full-time physician and medical director. Shoemaker previously worked at Parkview Physicians Group. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.